Hang on.
Okay,
I'm
what did I do
fixing it
differently?
now.
Why are we like this?
10, 14, 16. Oh, this is worse. Hang on.
Okay, what did I do
19,
differently?
20. Oh man, I
All
should have kept
right.
the 28. 10, 14, 16.
Oh my god, and I have a chat box? Oh my goodness. This is so good.
All right, I'll leave it up to you, John. You can either take my 20 or my 28. I don't know. 28 is what was written on my character sheet, but I don't remember how I got that number. So I just
Say-
rerolled and got 20.
You can have 28.
Hooray!
Sounds super low. What's your con?
My con is only +1.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I have
my
proficiency in
favorite tiefling.
saving throws because tiefling, but unfortunately,
oof.
yeah.
Oof.
Unfortunately, I had to stack my intelligence and my charisma, so everything else is mediocre at best.
Oh God.
Listen,
Yeah,
my stats were
I
much better when
stacked
I
my
rolled.
wisdom and my intelligence.
I'm sad that
My
we
rolls for
switched.
this character are fucking crazy.
When I did point buy, I sat there for like an hour and like really carved it out, and then
God, excuse me.
bless.
I have the
had
dad
to
sneeze down.
lower
Pat.
some of my. Oh God. I had to lower some of my fucking scores so that my character wouldn't be too OP because I just kept rolling really well.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Sometimes you don't think it'd be like it is. But it do.
But it do be like that.
Right. What can I do? I can do so much.
And I have all of my modifiers are 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 2, so I'm very average.
Oh God.
Arian, I love that picture of the gator.
Do you want to know what my religion bonus is?
Oh boy.
Broken.
My religion bonus is +11.
Jesus.
How? What the fuck?
How is that even possible?
We're only level 5.
So I have a 16 intelligence with +3, and then
Oh, you cut out
Hello?
real hard.
I love that it dropped right then.
Yeah.
makes me incredibly lucky. So if I'm a halfling.
Yeah, say
The way
all of that
that
again
cut
because
out.
that didn't go through.
It
Oh
cut
my
out, and
goodness.
all I heard was, thank
It
God I'm a
was-
halfling.
You were like +3, and then it went brrr, and then you're like, but I'm a halfling.
Yeah,
that's
so
funny.
I have a 16 intelligence, so that's +3, and then I also have a +3 proficiency bonus, and I have a bunch of fucking halfling traits that just give me wicked intelligence.
True.
Listen, if Allie Beardsley can have a fucking +13 while being level 4,
That's true.
I didn't think
That
you
did
could get
happen.
anything above a 10 without expertise.
What a terrible day to have eyes.
Oh.
oh God.
I'm just trying to find my other group to post this in, and boy, oh boy.
The raccoon.
I'm sorry,
think
huh?
they're for you, Ricula.
Oh. Oh,
People
hello.
in the chat for you.
Hi, Rocky. Hi, the raccoon. Hee hee. What are you making for breakfast?
See,
Them's my friends.
Raquel has friends. Raquel has people.
Yeah,
Just John and I don't.
I Well, maybe you need to get better at making friends.
Get good.
Yeah. Get friendship expertise, idiot.
Get good, dumbass.
Oh,
Make
Fucking
friends,
nerd.
stupid.
maybe the dungeons we dragoned were the friends we made along the way.
Kimchi pancakes?
Ooh,
Yo,
kimchi
what the fuck?
pancakes. That sounds amazing.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Damn, fuck my fucking teriyaki beef, I guess.
They can
Sitting
both
here
be
with
good.
some cold pizza.
Mm.
I had a Wawa croissant sandwich for breakfast because I can't eat a
Ooh.
bagel right now because my jaw is in very much pain. So if at any point I randomly mute my mic, it's because I closed my mouth too hard. I didn't want to
Oh,
cuss on
God.
screen.
Oh, you poor thing.
It's not my wisdom teeth, so I'm actually really happy. Like, yeah, I'm okay with this. It's allergies. My ears are congested instead of my nose. It's the dumbest ailment that's ever taken me. It's honestly hilarious.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, so I'm
Oh,
waiting on
I
my
need to send John all of the fucking information that I have.
That's horrifying. What information?
Like backstory shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to send all your information to the DM
Oh,
so
I
that they
know.
can then maliciously use it later.
yeah. So I can be a monster.
I left things as open-ended as possible so that you can be a monster.
Don't you worry. I will
I
be.
know. I know. I'm prepared to cry and maybe to die
I am
with my 20 HP roll.
terribly
It's
excited for
crazy.
this.
My saving grace is that I'm really hard to hit.
What's your AC at?
My AC is currently at 16.
Arrow, what is your AC?
15 with mage armor.
Okay. Oh, hey, I didn't fill out any of Hanari's stats on my screen. Whoopsie doodle.
Oh my God.
Hanari, what's your HP?
Guys, I don't think I sent them to you.
No worries.
My HP
Shame.
is 39.
Bird. You know what? I'm leaving that. What's your strength?
Yeah. My strength is 11.
11. Your con?
14.
14. Dex?
14.
14. Int?
16. Like when I told you I had to lower my character scores.
Jesus. Wisdom?
Yeah. 20.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I rolled like fucking all sixes.
Dare I ask charisma?
Charisma 16.
Fucking hell. And what is your AC?
My character is actively wearing chainmail armor, which gives me a plus. God, where is it? I have it down here. Chain shirt, which gives me a. Hold on, +3 or +2? My
I think chainmail's
AC is
+2.
18, but I am +2. Yeah, my armor
Hot.
class is 18.
Oh my.
I made when I tell you that like while
Is the
I was
shortest
putting
person
together
the tankiest tank?
my stuff and like researching, that's the fun. That's I was looking at this and I'm just like, am I unkillable? I'm 3 feet tall. And also the weird thing is that order domain clerics are made with the express idea of being like tank and damage dealers in parties, and I didn't know that because I just thought order domain sounded cool. So I was looking up all of this shit for an order domain and I'm like, what do you mean this is basically like the front runner?
Huh.
I don't want that.
Yeah, 5e clerics are not heal bots.
That's wild. Because I tried to make my character a heal bot, and every time I tried to look up stuff for it, they're like, no, you're supposed to be doing damage. And I'm like, I'm a tiny, frail little girl.
There's nothing quite as scary as tiny frail little girl rage. So
I think it's it's life, the life domain that is your heal bot cleric. Everything else
Yeah.
either does crazy damage or has a lot of control spells.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah,
anyway,
I felt order domain fit her better. And then when I rolled wisdom, like we're level 5, right? So I rolled wisdom and I got 18 and I was like, "Oh fuck, okay." And then I was going through the levels and I'm like, "What if I just shove those like 2 stat points into wisdom?" I know how to min max. I min max video games all the time.
I'm too lazy to
Yeah,
roll.
five five years ago.
I just do what's it? Standard array.
I have
Yeah,
7 billion dice. If I
we're
don't use them, then
doing
what's the point? Oh, I gotta tell John all my background shit. Actually, I'm just gonna take a photo of my character sheet and send it to him.
Sure.
I'm gonna take a photo of all my character sheets and just send them to you.
All my character sheets. Just send me a damn novel.
I have multiple.
I know. I've played with you before. I get it. Made your own fucking race of people for Star Wars D&D.
And it worked.
It did. It was great. All right.
It's like I'm obsessed with Star Wars or something.
Well, judging by that file you talked about earlier, I believe it. All right, got that set up.
Alright. Let me send all of these to you real quick and then I'll cut music and we can start proper.
Obi KB.
all right.
Send, please. Hello?
Hello?
There's 2. There we go. Got it.
All right, got that open. I got that open. Why did that close?
Let's see.
Hello, viewers. How's it going? There's 3 of you on my side.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. And I was going to look something else up. What was it? Oh my goodness.
There we go. Done and done and done. Those are my character sheets.
Oh, did you send them over?
I send them on Discord.
Sweet.
Yay. How many people do we have? It says that there's 8 viewers in the chat, but on my broadcaster it says that there's only 3.
Yeah, it says I have 2 on my thingy. Ow. Holy crap.
I mean, I'm on here, so one of those is me because I
Yeah,
have
I'm
the
on
stream
both.
up
Okay.
so that I can see chat. Though I will
I'm on
apologize in
both as well.
advance to our viewers. I'm still mastering the chat versus game screen thing. I don't have multiple monitors, so I will do my
That's
best.
why the Twitch stream. That's why the Twitch stream is like the most accurate.
So yeah, I have Twitch up right now and my character sheet next to
I'll
it.
be right back. I
so-
gotta do one more thing.
Did you eat yet?
Yeah, I love having two monitors, and I'm such a fucking loser. I am excited to get a third monitor eventually.
I wish I had multiple monitors because it would be helpful for art thingies, but unfortunately, I just have this silly little laptop that has weird little plugs because it's of a particular what's the word? Make and model. And yeah, I can't figure out how to set all that up, so womp womp. All right. I think I'm done cramming. I think I remember what my character is now.
It has been a little while.
I've really
it?
just
We-
been
we
sitting
made
here
these
reading my
characters-
character sheet.
That's it. We made these characters about what 6 months ago.
Yeah,
It been some time.
but I'm excited.
Odin's
I think I
Frozen.
made Aurelia maybe like a month or two ago. Are we all ready to go?
I am ready.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun.
Hello, the Tortamator. Yeah, I said it right.
Hi,
So-
Tortimator. Yeah, that's
Tortamator?
one of mine.
Tortellini.
Oh, it's a. I was like, what the fuck are y'all trying to say?
Yeah, no, he's one of mine.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello. Oh hell yeah, brother! What are you working
Yeah.
out? You pumping iron? Getting swole?
Swole brother.
He mainly posts pictures of his cat in chat, which is
I
great.
already love this person. Getting swole
Welcome.
and posting cats.
He gave me he showed up to one of my cafe events and he gave me a Zaraki Kenpachi figure arts figure, like the really nice one for my birthday.
Aw.
Hello. That's so
Yeah.
Oh hell
sweet.
yeah! Every day's leg day.
Hee hee.
It's Wednesday, International
Every day's
Leg Day.
when
You're
you
damn right.
when you work for the mouth.
That is true. I never worked for the Rat King.
Every
but
day's leg day when you work for the mass.
Yeah.
Talk to me about fucking leg day.
Yeah. What are you riding these days? Like 10 miles to work and back?
No, that is 30 miles a day.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Riding my bike
On-
to
on a-
work and then
Okay. I was
working
like, bike,
a 10-hour
please.
shift and then
Yeah,
coming
like-
back.
He means bicycle, to be clear.
Okay.
Not to
Okay.
not to put too fine a point on it, but his legs are great and his ass looks amazing.
Incredible.
Damn right they do.
Oh, yeah.
are
this-
playing-
John, it's your turn.
Is it? What do you mean
You
it's my
get to
turn?
explain.
Oh, okay. I
We're-
didn't know we were starting. Okay. Hello, welcome
Are we
to
start- I
Dungeon-
asked.
Oh, sorry. I was ogling
Get
an
distracted by legs.
I was honestly. was ogling at Arian's
No.
booty. So, hello, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons on Hanari 502 on Twitch and Bone Daddy 445 on YouTube. I wrote this
Wait,
story
shit.
a while
Hold
ago.
on. I forgot to hit record. Sorry. Ready? 3.
Do it
2,
again.
1.
Do it again.
Do it. Do it again. Okay. Now it's recording.
That's my real PTSD is people telling me to do it again. Anywho,
Oh God, pick it up.
yeah. All right, hello. Welcome to D&D. My name is Bone Daddy 445. I'm also named John. I'm here with the lovely Hanari playing Aurelia, Raquel playing Rain, and my buddy Arian playing Galdon.
Well,
This is
I'm
a
not
D-
playing Rain,
Rain,
unfortunately.
this
Rain
one.
was our
I-
last
Oh
campaign.
balls! I have your name wrong in
wi-
everything. I didn't check
I am
my
playing
word.
Kaylee.
Rain was the Kenku.
I wish that I was playing Rain today. I
Oh,
wish. I
son
only
of a
wish that Rain would
bitch.
reappear.
What's your character's name so I
I
can fix
miss
this?
Rain. She was so precious.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Oh balls!
I saw her immediately, and I'm just like, I am the older brother now.
I screwed that all the way up.
Aw.
Kaylee.
For those of you at home, Rain is a little Kenku baby that I got to play in a previous campaign we all played together, and I used little soundboards and basically mocked my friends for the duration of the campaign, and it was wonderful and chaotic, and we love her very
Help
much.
the people who need it.
Indeed. Help the people who need it.
Head pats in the chat for Rain. Head pats in the chat.
Head pats in the chat. Help the people who need it.
It's true. She was a precious babu.
All right. So, yeah. You guys have the world map
Campaign.
in the thingy?
Indeed.
World map? Hold on.
In
Okay.
maps.
About to say it should be
Oh,
in
in
maps.
maps. Cool.
It is not in maps. I will send it.
Oh, womp womp.
It's not in maps.
I think it's actually just in general.
I keep doing that stupid joke every time somebody says like general chat. I always want to salute general chat.
General chat.
General chat.
There we go.
Okay.
There's the
Hey.
world
Cool.
map.
I get to save this now, and I get to show this to people.
Hell yeah. You know what's fun is all the other friggin' maps that I have for this.
Ooh, this is neat, actually.
Thank you.
Everything you do is homebrew, right?
Everything I do is homebrew. All the well, let me rephrase that. I do use monsters from normal D&D. I do, use stats from D&D and such. But the maps I make on Incarnate, they're not paying me to say this. They are just very fantastic. I love using their stuff. Yeah, good shit.
Oh, that's large. Let me.
It is large. It is big map.
Yeah, let me.
If you
Chunky.
Okay.
if you want to zoom in, I would recommend that you zoom in to.
map.
Yeah, it is a world.
This is a world map. Yay.
Well, that's haunting.
What?
It's very large. John, if I remember correctly, we are somewhere around. It was in the green
no,
area.
I
It
didn't.
was north of Tanner's Folly, right?
You all are north of Castle Korth. At the
Alright,
Morning
let
Dawn.
me-
Ignore the road line I have going there. That's completely irrelevant to y'all. I was working on something else the other day.
Castle Court. Give me a second. I'm gonna check
At the
where that is
tip.
and then zoom in.
tip of the green on the right.
Okay, cool. I will zoom in on that.
Castle Korth, Morning Dawn, and okay, I see it. Cool, cool, cool. We out
Yeah,
here.
Indeed,
We
you are.
out
Actually
here.
makes a lot of sense because I would have hailed from the northern ice. Perfect.
Kolyezi? Or, sorry, Kolsedzi.
I don't know
It's-
what I just did.
It's a big world.
Yeah,
Chunky.
this is large.
Yeah, I'm partially retired. I have a lot of time on my hand.
Oh,
It's a Lorg world.
It are Lorg.
It's a large
Where
world
is-
after
That's
Where
all
my
you can
character
sing
from?
without
Let me
getting
see.
sued.
hey, I work for the mouse. I can't get sued.
What? Yeah, what's that like?
It's weird because I don't directly work for him. I just work on stuff that is on property.
True.
I have no idea where my character would be from on this map. I will leave that to John.
Well,
I don't know,
anyway.
where do the rich elves live?
Well, currently, it is a time of turmoil in the kingdom. King Ygrolek, his father was killed by elves, as was his mother. So he has a lot of anger towards the elven people. In fact, to the point where he has started to put into work legislation to get them out of the kingdoms and into their own colonies outside of the kingdom. So there is a group who
Yay,
is
racism.
well, I mean, y'all know I like to write my stuff based on historical thingies.
Weave your tale, webmaster.
Also,
So-
please put in chat how to spell Jagorvlek.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh god. Fucking, I should be writing this shit down. Hold on, where's my Google
Alright.
Doc?
King Jagorvlek has elf bias.
Ygrolek.
Yeah, spell that.
It's in character reference.
God almighty.
Jagorvlek. Okay.
I'm starting another chat thing called Important Peeps.
Yes, please. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime I
And
write
this
a
is
name,
the
I'll.
king of the kingdom that we are currently in.
Yes,
correct?
currently you all are in the Almerian Kingdom. The Almerian Kingdom is the Greenland, as Arian put it. All right.
Oh god.
Okay. So, Hawkeye. Anywho, it is currently a time of turmoil in the kingdom. The king's work has been going on for about a year now, where most of the elves are being cordoned off into their own sections onto reservations. So currently there is a group called the Fire Eaters that are helping the elves escape persecution, helping get them out of the big cities and the small villages that are being raided by the brute squads. In the city of Korth, where Castle Korth is, it is their biggest stronghold. The three of you find yourselves at the Morning Dawn Inn. The Morning Dawn Inn sits just at the northernmost point of the Almerian Kingdom, just before you have to cross over onto the Obsidian Isle. The Obsidian Isle is a desolate place where most of the reservations are being set. The only thing growing there, deep in the ash and the sulfur of the land, is small amounts of maize, small amounts of yams, just pretty much anything that the people can have the ability to grow and live there. There is a large amount of fishing going on. However, in recent months, with a mining operation up to the southernmost point of the island, large amounts of fish have been washing up on shores dead. Whales and dolphins end up floating out in the ocean and sinking to the depths below. Some say it's a curse by the druids of the island that live there and have lived there for centuries. Some believe that it is the work of a dragon who lives on the island. Our tale begins at the Morning Dawn Inn. Everybody go ahead and roll for initiative for me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's not what you think.
God almighty.
It ain't what you think. It's how I always start. You know that.
Well, I mean, you could
Fantastic.
just say
Fuck,
roll a
hang on.
d20 and then whoever's the highest or what have you.
That's true.
First roll of the new year.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not going to be able to use
16.
these dice with my dice tower because
Oh no.
Now I'll take a picture. I got a nat 20.
Wow.
Nut.
Yeah, baby.
natural 19.
I'll take a picture for the chat. Sorry, that was funny.
Well, rolling in the new year. All
I
right.
rolled
Yeah.
a d20 last night to see how my new year was going to be, and I got a nat 2. But that's twice as better as
No.
last year.
Oof.
So I'll take
But
it.
yeah, I'm using my specialty Merlot dice from Wormwood because they're pretty.
Ooh. Love Wormwood
Yeah.
dice.
All right.
I have like 4 sets of their dice.
Aurelia. Walking around the outside of the Morning Dawn Inn, you can see there's a large amount of tent cities. You can see that there are also some burned out houses that have been grown over with moss and plant life, as they've been there for quite a while. Around the camp, you hear whispers of ghosts and spirits that wander through the camps at night. You even hear some talks about where they're going to go on the Obsidian Isle. You hear about several ships that are docked nearby. You can see their large masts sitting like sentinels just on the shoreline. You walk inside of the Morning Dawn Inn, and immediately you can feel the warmth and kindness in the air. There's a sense of belonging with such a strange amount of outcasts. You see that there are not only elves, but you see dwarves and several orcs even. But the orcs are given a wide berth. What would you like to do?
She wrinkles her nose at the orcs just a little bit.
Racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be like that. I get it.
She yeah. So Aurelia looks for any booth or table that is like up against the wall and in the corner. And she I should describe my character first so that people know what the fuck they're looking at aside from the picture I have.
Yeah, send it.
So
Go ahead.
my character is Aurelia Brightheart. She is a halfling order domain cleric of someone who I'm not going to say that out loud quite yet because that's fun. And she is 3 feet tall. She has long, black, wavy hair that falls down to basically like below her butt. She's dressed in like a very elegant, but like obviously very well made sort of gothic Lolita attire. But all of the areas on her dress that would be made of like lace are actually very intricately woven chainmail to look like lace. So she's essentially just wearing a full set of like chainmail armor that's kind of like woven into this multiple layered gothic Lolita dress. And she has a small doll in her arms that looks exactly like her, like absolutely exactly like her, down to the very finely woven chainmail on the doll. And she is very very small. She's got brown eyes that are really more red, but that's just because a bunch of elves did some weird shit to her, and now she looks like she's a half elf, even though she's not a half elf. And she goes to one of the tables that is like up against the wall or like in the corner, and she very neatly sits down, places her doll Patricia on the seat next to her, and then pulls out a book and a quill and starts writing.
New map in the chat, if you all would like to look at it. That is the Morning Dawn Inn. Ignore the fact that it has a different tag on the top of it, the Feathered Boar. That was a different
Name?
project, and I forgot to change name because I'm professional. All right, you find yourself a little corner with your
Incredible.
back against the wall, nearby the fire. The table is empty. There are several plates of food that have been left over, and as you sit down and see a gaggle of dwarves coming in and ordering mead, wine, and beer, a small, very thin elven man walks up to you. Hello. Can I get you anything?
I will have a water, and that is it.
Understood. He walks over and gets a mug off of the wall and scoops in a water from the rain bucket or rain barrel nearby, and walks back over to you. So, any idea where you're going to be going?
You wouldn't happen to have any water of the bottled variety, would you?
Ah, indeed. We have several canteens. Give me just a moment. He walks into the back room and comes out with a very finely woven leather skin bottle with a cork on top of it, and brings that over to you.
Much appreciated. And she takes the bottle.
Well,
Did I go through? Hello?
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Do you know where? Do you have any idea where you're going or what ship you'll take?
You know, um, my personal life is not something I am particularly fond of telling people that I have just met in an inn that I have been in for exactly 10 seconds. While I do appreciate the water, I would also appreciate discretion and privacy much more.
Ah, all right. He backs away and walks away sheepishly.
She's like 19 years old. She's just like, why is this man coming up and asking me where I'm going? I don't know you. I don't know. Fuck off.
It's me at the bar normally. While you go ahead and roll a
It's
perception
like if
check
I
for
had
me.
gone to the bar, yes. Oh god, yes. So 6 plus. Where's my sheet? Perception. Plus 5. I got a 11.
11. You can hear in the private room. You can hear
Yeah.
there is a loud verbal disagreement going on. You can't quite make out the words over the cacophony of sounds inside the tavern, but you there's something. There's two people are audibly having an argument out there.
Not my problem.
You,
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
you sit in the tavern and enjoy your water a little bit, and then you watch somebody walk in with multicolored armor. Kaylee, you walk up the steps of the tavern and push your way through the door, passing a pair of elves sitting on the porch enjoying a jar of wine. You enter the tavern and take a look around. You can see that there are multiple parties, some of them looking better off than others, some with rough spun shirts, a handful with linen shirts, muddy boots from people who are getting out of the nearby shanty town, essentially. And you can see there is one lone small person sitting at their own table by the fire with a doll next to them. What would you like to do?
Well, first off, let me divulge my character intro.
Indeed.
I am
Yeah,
Kaylee.
you gotta start with,
Um,
like, tell us about your character.
Yeah, I really should
I
start with that.
am I am Kaylee. I am probably looking late 20s. Uh I have my face currently partially obscured by a helmet. My helmet is a iridescent greenish purple alloy metal, and two long white braids uh are reaching out of the top of this helmet. Um it does have like a little flippy contraption so that I can flip my eyes up if necessary, but for now I keep my face obscured, and I am scanning the tavern, very much looking for somebody. As far as my appearance goes, I tall for a human, about like 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there, and I am wearing a rose gold chainmail that is patched with various lilac leather, and the leather has the ever so slightest embossments on it of various runes. It's a very detailed and uh, intricate armor. Um, my boots are of a matching lilac leather. They are steel-toed. They are heeled. And I would like to plomp my way over to the bar. I'm going to let my eyes linger on Aurelia for a moment. I am admiring her armor, and
She is also wrinkling her nose at you.
that is absolutely valid. But for now, for now, I will approach the barkeep. Um, Good day. I was hoping that maybe I could procure a glass of wine.
The bartender turns around, slings a towel over his right shoulder, and picks up a clay mug for you. Ah, certainly. What kind of wine would you like?
Um, let's see. If you have something a little more full-bodied, that would be appreciated, but I'm not too picky.
Absolutely, make that happen. He reaches down and pulls out a nice deep red bottle of wine and pours it into the mug, and hands it over to you. He puts the bottle on the bar in front of you as well.
I admire the bottle for a moment. Is it of any noticeable make?
It is of Southern make, the Southern Kingdom.
Southern Kingdom. Interesting. Um, huh. I waft the wine and take a sip and hand the barkeep is I presume copper. Um, and I'm going to first scan the room. I'm still looking around. Is there anyone that seems to be looking for me? I guess I'd like to look around.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
You got it. Yeet. I got 13 plus character sheet. Scroll. Perception is decent if I remember correctly. No, it's not. I lied. 13 plus 1 for 14.
All right. You scan around, looking through the different faces. Some hopeful, some more morose. One with their nose crinkled, kind of looking around, disgusted by everybody.
I grin at that one.
She looks even more disgusted.
Standing over by the private room, there is a relatively large, muscled dwarf standing with his arms crossed, leaning back against the wall. He glances over and kind of perks his head up a little bit, and he waves over at the bartender. The bartender immediately hands you back the copper and slides it across the bar. Not to be rude and tell you your money's not worth here, but those are the fire eaters don't pay.
I appreciate that.
Do you know who you're looking for?
Well, I was told to look for, and as I scramble for my notes, that's freeform. No, notes. I was told to look for, Belloc von Toth?
Yes. Ah,
Is,
Belloc.
yes. Is he around? Or they?
Indeed. He's Belloc's in the private room. He's in there talking with a handful of the ship captains. You can knock, but it might be best not to be in the way when they get out of there.
Oh, stormy weather?
Something like that. One of the captains I guess, was captured recently by the Royal Navy. So they're trying to figure out exactly what to do.
Oof. Not what you want. All right, well, I suppose I'll make myself at home in the meantime. I'm going to, take the long route to that door and, glide by Aurelia's table and just say, "Darling, you do look fabulous." And, keep moseying on over towards the door. Am I able to catch any of their,
Down. She is like practicing like very, very intricate.
Am I able to catch anything from the doorway? with my perception check.
You rolled a 16.
I rolled a 14.
You can hear a handful of muffled voices. You can't exactly make them out, but you can hear that there is an intense discussion about whether or not to break out someone named Mad Charles, saying that he's the best. His ship is the best of the fleet. It's the only one they can hope to defend the convoy. From what you understand, there's a convoy leaving soon via the water.
Hmm. All right, give me just a moment to write that down. All right. Not defeat, defend.
God, I should get
Huh.
a notebook so I can write things down.
I should be writing these things by hand, but for the sake of time and ease, I'm doing typed notes. So bear with me while I get this system flowing. But I am trying my
Thank you,
best to
Google
be
Docs.
scribe. All right. I'm going to post up by the door. I'll nod my head to the it was a dwarven man who waved the barkeep
Yes.
away. I'll nod my head and just sort of post up. Not like I'm eavesdropping at the door, but like by the door.
You must be Kelly.
Indeed.
Oh, you couldn't have
It's
picked a better time
Peter.
to show. You couldn't have picked a better time to show up.
Yeah, I hear that things have taken a wry turn with the convoy, huh?
Hey, Mad Charlie himself has been captured.
That's unfortunate. I imagine this has thrown quite a wrench in defensive lines.
It has. On top of that,
Well,
his ship's crew is already getting ready to depart. They've taken
oh my
supplies for a
goodness.
3-week journey.
So the pressure's on.
Hey, they're trying to figure out who takes over or if they try and get them back.
Well, I mean, I personally don't think we can afford to be losing people, but it's not my call. I'm just here to see how I can be of assistance.
Well, I agree. Can't exactly be standing to lose a frigate.
Yeah. Did you
Well,
know him well?
Mad Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. Served on a ship for a time. He's
Well, what's he like?
he's a good man. Wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of him though. Him and Aliona, his quartermaster, both of them were captured by the Royal Navy. From what I understand, they're probably going to be in Almeria, or excuse me, in the Almerian capital here soon. Probably going to be hung as pirates.
Devastating.
Indeed. Well, if you want to have a seat around the bar, I'll come get you once this debacle is over.
Surely. Thank you.
Happy to
And
be of
your name?
service. Greymane.
Grayman.
Florence Greymane.
All right. Well, very nice to meet you. I appreciate your hospitality.
Oh, always a pleasure.
With that, I've been let loose to play, so I'm going to go and pester my friend. Um, I'm going to approach slowly because again, I am fixated more so on the garb than the person in the garb at this
Like
time.
again, her head is down. She has a notebook open. She's practicing like very intricate calligraphy. You see like she's got words like thy sinful hex be undone and her pilgrimage bleak to those against the light. Like it's like some truly old world
Jesus.
shit. Yeah.
Kaylee takes
I
this
told you,
in.
rich goth kid.
Kaylee takes this in and kind of smirks to themselves. I'm just gonna smirk to myself a little bit and walk over and just did you make it yourself, dear?
Yes, that's typically how handwriting works.
Oh no, Not the calligraphy, the dress.
She looks up and for like kind of like she doesn't like look at you rudely. She's just like she has that face on of, "Oh, I'm going to have to talk to a person that I didn't plan on talking to."
The metalwork
No, it
is
was.
so intricate. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It was crafted by elven sorceresses. Yours is colorful.
Ah, thank you. It's made to make a statement.
I can see that.
And she goes right back down to writing.
Elven sorceresses. Interesting. I'm going to sit at the table with Aurelia, but say nothing else and just sip my wine and admire the intricate lace metalwork of her dress
You
as
can see
she
that
as she
her
writes.
calligraphy actively suffers for like the first minute or so that you're sitting there, and then she quickly corrects herself.
I enjoy every moment of this.
She has never hated anything more in her entire life than being stared at by this incredibly flamboyant person, question mark, that's just watching her write her scribes.
Well, as the both of you sit there, you can see that there are more and more people filling into the bar, taking seats around the place, sitting on the floor, sitting around. They're almost getting like shoulder to shoulder with both of you as they're cramming into the inn. And then
Uncomfortable. Aurelia's wildly uncomfortable.
roll for discomfort.
Oh god. I'll do it. Don't tempt me.
I'll fucking do it again.
Should I write a D10? Like out of a 10, how uncomfy is she?
Send it.
That's a 0. 0 is 10, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, she hates this.
Oh man,
She hates this.
you're rolling really high. My monsters and story is gonna get fucking curb stomped.
No, because when it actually counts, I'm gonna fucking start rolling ones.
That is true.
I'm rolling
That's
high
the
on the
way.
rolls that don't matter.
Yeah, Bailey says you're getting all of it out before you fight the big bads.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cast on off and fucking make a ship fall out of the sky.
Maybe. Wouldn't be the first time.
Not this time. Not this time. I don't have that spell.
Well, a gentleman in relatively nice attire comes out of the back room and begins calling everyone. Attention, everyone! Attention! We're going to be having a musician play. And, Galden, why don't you take over, buddy? Describe your
I would
character.
love to take over. I would love to take over. So, as the older gentleman starts to prep everybody and be like, "All right, we're about to begin," um, theatrics begin. Large theatrics, sounds, noises, very magical. Magical drum rolls, magical whimsical noises explode throughout the room. And the far wall begins to alight with um, with magical light that just kind of illuminates the space to show that this is where the stage is going to be, whether you're prepared for it or not. A show is about to begin. And then from the back, behind one of the doors or the hallways, you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up to my beautiful announcement, my beautiful show, and this lovely story that we're gonna share tonight." And he crawls from the hall, emerges from the hallway, a large 8 foot tall, 7.5, 8 foot tall Goliath, uh, pale, white, icy stone skin with orange marbling and striations crossing every bit of his skin that you can see. Eyes piercing in a very pure glacier blue glow. His outfit is extravagant, super loud, big fluffy shoulder pads with more magical iridescence and colors shifting and swaying as he walks into the space. He holds out his right hand, which uh, just floats above it a small book, levitates and kind of rotates around a little bit in a very very showy fashion. He steps forward into the space, into the light, and says, "I hope you're all prepared for this wonderful show we've got planned tonight. We're gonna bring a little bit of smiles into this relatively rough day. But be sure to ignore all the pain and enjoy the show. As we continue on for the night, I'll have, of course, our wonderful barkeeps are going to be right behind the bar, and I have enlisted a lovely little assistant to wander around and assist you even more. There's so many people in here. We're gonna make sure everybody's taken care of. Um,
God, this is
a
exactly what I had to do last night at the fucking speakeasy.
um an unseen servant walks out with a tray and a pot holding just floating along, follows behind and starts wandering around in the crowds, stuff like that, bringing drinks and whatever.
Ooh, hors
um
d'oeuvres.
yes, exactly. um Ladies and gentlemen, for tonight, I think we're going to have ourselves a wonderful little story. I was thinking of something with a little bit of romance, a little bit of excitement, and a lot of fun, and a lot of laughs. So tonight, please enjoy my wonderful presentation of lights, music, and magic. And then um, he waves his hand, and a large, not a large, but a floating table appears. He gets up on top of it just to kind of elevate himself a little bit more. His book begins to slam open, and the pages explode in a flurry of uh, of parchment. And a single page, it stops on a single page, and the paper gets torn from the book magically and erupts into the space and cascades across the back wall. And begins to show a huge illusion, which mechanically is silent image, which is like a 15-foot space. So very large, as big as the room is, as big as that wall is, I should say. And he pulls out a
Pilot
dulcimer.
tricks.
Yeah. He pulls out a dulcimer as well for music, and he begins. The image shows it's basically a magical glorified movie, where he uh, narrates, plays music, does the voices, and um, and just has an exciting presentation, a big show. The show that progresses is, if anybody has seen Shaun of the Dead, um, is a
Aurelia's already immediately overwhelmed. She grabs Patricia and puts her in her lap and is just like doing her best to face away from all of this. She's not like afraid. She's just like, I don't want to be here. I don't
She's
want to
just
be here. I
stimming.
don't want to be here.
She's
She's
stimming.
stimming like
Yeah.
mad. She's running her hand over the smaller chainmail on Patricia's like outfit, and she's just like, parlor tricks. Why would you waste your magic on things like this if it's not even useful?
Um, so yeah, a show begins to play. It's basically a slapstick comedy, horror comedy, with like zombies chasing everybody down while everybody's having some goofy romantic quips and goofy comedy, slapstick things, stuff like that. Again, if you've seen Shaun of the Dead, it's basically Shaun of the Dead kind of stuff. And it goes on for probably about 30 minutes or so. While he just works to entertain, and his silent image wanders up and down and kind of shoves the pot in a few people's faces, asking for tips and offering drinks and snacks and stuff like that.
Aurelia puts in like 20 gold pieces, hoping that it'll get you to leave.
Jesus.
She's rich. She doesn't
I-
have a concept of money.
Fantastic.
The
He's gonna
second
sleep-
Kaylee sees this, the second Kaylee sees Aurelia shell out money like that, I whip out my viol and I start harmonizing with everything that's going on.
She stands up. She stands up and she leaves. She grabs Patricia. She puts her books away and she leaves. She walks out of the inn. She's like, no, 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 no.
Well, Aurelia, as you begin walking towards the door, kind of pushing and like weaving your way through this crowd that's getting closer and closer, you're
I'm
bumped.
small. I can run through people's legs.
That is true. You bump into several knees, and you find that the door itself is blocked. And walking, well, more stumbling, I guess.
Wonderful.
Stumbling up towards the crowd, just through a pair of legs as the crowd is moving back and forth, you see that this person is walking up towards the private room. You can see that they are a dwarven man with a handful of scars on their arms and a tattoo on his right forearm of what looks to be a serpent.
She is like, yes, she sees this man, but also like her thoughts are the private room is probably the quietest place in this bar, and she just makes a beeline for the private room.
As you approach the private room, you see this dwarven man draw out a dagger and stab the guard outside of the room. There's immediately a shout as the blood splashes on the ground and flies into the air as more cuts and stabs are being given to this other dwarven man, who begins fighting back. The crowd begins to leave, leaving the three of you and a handful of armed patrons standing around. Several cultists have revealed themselves, and the dwarven man turns as the dead body hits the floor, and you can see that they are a large humanoid. Or, well, a large human, as their spell fades away. Everyone, roll for initiative.
Oh,
Hey.
great. And I'm fucking right next to this guy.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, person who has an AC of 18. I'm so sorry for your suffering.
I worked chainmail into my outfit. I'm wearing a chain shirt.
I understand. Oddly enough, I did the same thing with a character in my book. That's his whole thing, is he's wearing...
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's wearing a green Akaton with chainmail woven into it.
That's not great. What do I okay, so I got an 11.
11T. Galdon?
Those bastards. They interrupted my show. Don't you know not to interrupt a show when it's going on?
Aren't you just going to keep going? The show
I
must
just
go on,
wanted a
homie.
quiet space.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 7.
Oof. Kaylee?
I rolled a 15 plus. Hang on, my character sheet. It says my initiative is +2, but my dex is only +1, so I'm not sure where I'm getting that other plus from. Hang on. Let's go with 16 just to be safe. I think my character sheet is just glitching.
All right. Oh, excuse me. All right. At the start of the round, we have... Oh, my God. All right. Kaylee, you have the first roll.
All right, fantastic. So, I was looking at Aurelia because as she walked off, I was like, "Oh, darling, come on, have a sense of humor." and then things take a turn for the worse, and I'm like, "Oh, oh no." Question is, the dwarven man that just got stabbed my friend?
Yes, that was Florence.
That was Florence, and I was just like,
Oh, he's dead.
and so that ticks me off because he was nice to me and gave me a glass of wine. And I am going to, since my viol is already in my hand, I am going to cast. Sorry, I gotta. Um, I'm yeah, I'm gonna like hinge on the have a sense of humor and cast Tasha's hideous laughter on the cultist that just stabbed my friend.
All right.
And so that is an intelligence
Oh god,
save.
I'm dying.
Um, intelligence save, please, for
Intelligence
that
save?
cultist. Yes.
That is a 10.
10, that fails. So they fall prone, are incapacitated, and cannot stand. They can save at the end of each turn or if they take damage.
All right.
Concentration for a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna strike a chord on my viol and yeah, just shout that. Have a sense of humor, darling, as he falls to the ground cackling.
All right. He's
How many enemies did you say there were?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where
Okay.
where are the enemies' placements on the map of the inn?
2 are by the door, by the front door. 1 is collapsed underneath of by the front door of the private room. Oh my god! I you know what?
Oh, I'm all the way in the back.
I should have made a freaking combat map for this one. I apologize. The
You're
other
fine.
3,
Things to know for the future.
the other 3 are scattered throughout the inn. The closest one to you would be the guy who's a giggly boy on the floor.
Wonderful.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I have an initiative tracker next to me. Okay, the next one is a cultist who is by the front door. He's going to attack a patron who's trying to escape. That is a 17. Where is my shit? There it is. Okay, he grabs a patron and stabs him in the belly with a dagger that on the hilt it looks like a pair of twisted roots on either end. The patron falls to the floor wounded, and the man readies himself to move on to the next person. The cultist, the assassin is giggly, so Aurelia. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yep, nat 1. He's fucking laughing still.
Oh, incredible. Part of me is like, this man just killed someone, and then he immediately falls down and starts laughing, and I'm just like, I'm uncomfortable, but I did just witness a murder, and my initial thing was to her whole thing is like she doesn't want to fight people, so she wants to talk to him, so she was gonna talk to him and just be like, why did you kill this man? But he's fucking laughing his ass off, so he can't reply.
Yeah.
So and this guy in front of me just died, right?
Yes.
Cool. So spare the dying is a cantrip.
No shit.
Yeah, spare the
Nice
dying is a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Yeah.
It's a nice,
So
nice cantrip.
I cast spare the dying on what was his name? Florence?
Yes.
Yeah, I cast spare the dying on Florence. So he should be up to 1 HP at the very least. And then I don't really have any reaction to that, so I'm just gonna ready an action.
All right.
As I'm not gonna move, so I'm not gonna use my movement because I'm gonna stand next to this guy, and so yeah, I'm gonna cast spare the dying as my action, and then I'm gonna ready a reaction in case Giggly Boy comes back up and starts fucking coming for me.
Fair enough. I forgot.
Yay! Add +1 to the party.
Yay!
I helped your friend. That's the
Thank
most
you.
I'm doing. Oh wait, no, character voice. I'm just like,
right in front of me. Really?
And then she brings this motherfucker back to life.
So rude. All right.
The audacity.
One of the cultists immediately runs over towards Kaylee with a dagger in his hand. He shouts in a strange language that you don't quite catch what he says as he goes to attack you. That's the wrong fucking dice, dumbass. That is a 14. That is a strong miss, if I'm not mistaken.
And that is a strong miss.
Yep. He swings, but you very gingerly step out of the way. He attacks
Oh,
a
I
second
can think
time
so.
and misses that one as well with a nat 1.
Oh,
He overreaches and
incredible.
exposes his back to you. You may have an attack of opportunity.
Ooh, I would love to take that. I have my viol in my hands right now, so as I sidestep, I do a little twirl, and I just like kind of kick him in the butt. Like, I just give him a little twirl and a steel toe.
Oof.
Yeet. But I miss. That is a 4 plus. It's probably my strength modifier, so that's a 3 to hit. And so I'm just gonna make it look like a can really quick.
Incredible.
All right, so that was 7 points of damage.
Oh no, I didn't hit.
Oh, did you not? Oh, I apologize. I thought
I
you
missed.
said.
It was a 3 to hit.
Oh, I thought.
So I just grazed him and did a little like kick.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. A second fanatic. Oh, excuse me. A second fanatic uses the cantrip Sacred Flame. Where is that? Where is that thing?
Do you want me to? I have it in front of me.
Oh, I have it. I have
Yeah,
it pulled up.
that's a con save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arian, why don't you go ahead and give me a con save or
A dex
dexterity
save.
saving throw? Yeah.
All right, fine. A little bastard is my saving throws. There it is. Wonderful +2, so that gives me a 10. So not much. Or sorry, I rolled a 10. That's a 12 with the +2.
So you're rolling against the
DC spell modifier.
DC is 11 plus is DC 11. So
Sweet.
that is a hit.
So nothing happens.
Yeah. That is a hit on the wall.
Idiot.
He whiffs it and throws it wide. These are the worst cultists of all time.
They're not very good at their jobs.
No. They couldn't even kill the dorks.
God.
The last member of this gaggle of cultists runs up and tries to attack you, Galdon, by swinging his knife.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 to hit.
That does actually hit.
Oh my goodness.
Good for
One slash.
him. This
God damn it.
giant gives him a little pat on the head as he nicks his arm.
Well, he runs up and slices at you with his dagger, or excuse me, with his scimitar, and you take a whole 2 points of damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
My God. Aurelia is just like watching all of these guys, and she's like,
You failed to do the one thing I suppose you came in to do. You're not very good.
Yeah. Galdon, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so presumably towering over this man.
Yeah, he's an average-sized human.
So how many so there's, you said 6 cultists?
5. I will
5
double count.
cultists,
1, 2,
and
3,
are there
4, 5.
still
Oh, yeah,
a
there's
bunch
6.
of are there still a bunch of what's the word?
Patrons?
Civilians? Yeah.
There are a couple, but they've mostly gone out the back door.
Okay. I don't do a lot of damage, as we've already
as we discussed
discussed.
pregame.
Yep. So what he'll do is he'll just continue to menacingly tower over the man. And then his book will pop open and furl through a bunch of pages again and scatter up to the ceiling. And he'll cast Hypnotic Pattern across the room to all of the enemies. I mean, realistically, it doesn't discriminate, so even the patrons would have to roll, as well as Aurelia
They
and
have to roll.
Kaylee. Yeah.
Right.
DC only 13, but if they fail, they basically
Rolling.
they're charmed by. It is a charm spell, so if you are immune to charm, keep that in mind. It's a wisdom saving throw against a DC 13. If they fail, they're basically mesmerized by a blast of light and noise on the ceiling, and they go limp and stare at the light.
You said it's a DC of 13.
Ooh,
Yeah, sir.
Wisdom save, you say?
Yeah, wisdom.
Well, the cultists are all have an advantage on being charmed. One of them is charmed.
Hopefully they have the bastards. All right.
I rolled a 15, and I'm just like, ooh, pretty.
I rolled a natural 1.
All right. Well,
But
sucks to
Man,
be
that's
you.
yeah,
To be
no, I
fair-
mean it doesn't even matter what I have plus at this point.
To be fair,
she's already-
you just
already
said that you're
overstimulated.
you're overstimulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, somebody get her a fidget toy.
She sits down on the ground and just like leans up back against the wall, and she's just like, this is normal, this is fine, this is normal, this is fine, I have medicine for this.
All right, back at the top of the round. Kaylee.
All right. Hang on. I'm trying to really quick figure out what one of my armor things do. I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
While you do
Alright.
that, John, you said only one of the 5 cultists.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, the one that attacked you is very interested in the ceiling structure.
Oh, just him? Well, I mean, I guess that's cool.
Yeah, I had to check my notes, but all of these guys have advantage on charm because of the Dark Devotion trait.
Well, shit. You made me more useless, John. I'm already useless. This is my only shtick. How dare you?
This is my
Okay,
only
so
thing.
for your reference, John, I selected. I had to select an armor mode
Yeah.
pre-game. So I am currently in infiltrator mode.
Okay.
Because that's the armor that I described at the beginning of the game. And so I just want to.
Oh wait,
give
hold
you-
on. Hold on a minute. I have luck. I can throw out that 1.
Oh,
Good.
really?
Sorry. Yeah, when I have
Hey,
luck
you're a
because it's a
halfling.
halfling trait. When I roll a 1, I can re-roll, but I have to use the new roll. So I'm gonna redo that. That
Yeah.
is a plus what? Wisdom? You say saving throw?
Yes.
That is a 17 plus 8, 25.
Amazing. It was only a 13 DC, so you win.
Fuck.
We're
Okay.
fine.
She's fine. She reaches into like a little satchel on her bag, and she like pops in like anxiety medicate, like a little thing of like a little like a paper packet of like anxiety medication. She just pops it in.
She takes her Adderall.
Oh my gosh!
Shut
what a
up, shut up,
mood,
shut up.
honestly. What a mood, honestly.
Y'all are gonna be
I,
dragging around an autistic teenager. Sorry. Everyone, take your meds.
We'd like to take this moment to
Alright.
remind you, take your meds.
So since I
Take
am
your
in
meds.
Drink some water.
infiltrator mode, I am going to bonus action put my veal. It's a bonus action to drop my veal, right?
Allow it.
All right. So bonus action, I'm gonna tuck away my violin and reach out one of my palms, and a ring of runes is going to light up on my hand as a ball of energy forms, and I'm going to say, "Hands off the talent, darling," and shoot one of my lightning launchers at the guy that just stabbed Galdon, and I am going to. Is that a save or is it a throw to hit? It is a roll to hit. It has a normal range of 90 feet, long range of 300 feet, and on a hit, it will deal 1d6 lightning damage. And so, yeet. I rolled a natural 20.
Nut, nut,
Nut, nut, nut.
Nut.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
So
about
that's
to bust.
2d6. Double those dice, baby. Where's my bag of goodies? Give me a d6. Yeet. All right. That's 3 measly points of lightning damage. But 3 points nonetheless.
So
Um
because he's like laid out, do you get extra damage for that?
uh
I know I'm the DM and I'm
if-
supposed to know this crap, but
Oh, yeah. Actually, he counts as incapacitated,
yeah.
which means you would have. I mean, means that you would only have advantage on it.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
If it
just
was a
advantage on my
melee,
hit.
it would be an automatic crit. Like,
Okay.
she's doing ranged and also just critted. So
Okay. So 3 points damage, you say?
3 points lightning damage.
All right. He is laying there and he is now convulsing very hard because he is electrified.
And I will. I used my bonus action. That was my action. Do I have anything else that I can do? I think that's it.
All right. One of the cultists that was by the door runs up and immediately tries to open up the door to the private room. He's so focused on getting in there, and you can tell there's just grit determination behind him trying to kick the door in. He does not.
He runs right past me and the guy I just revived because we're also right in front of that door.
Indeed. Would
Do
you
I
like an
get
attack of opportunity?
Sure. Okay.
Roll for Adderall
yeah,
kick in.
Roll for Adderall to kick in. Because I preset all of my thing. I am gonna cast a spiritual weapon. It gives me. Oh Jesus Christ! This is
Gives you Jesus?
half of these spells. I mean, not in this case.
Oh, okay.
Half of these spells are like ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
I
welcome to clerics.
At least I've never played a cleric before. At least I'm not a monk. Okay.
yeah. Monks are
So it
scary.
gives me a +8 attack bonus, plus 1d8 plus 5 force. And
I think spiritual
think
weapons
does it add more based on what level you are?
Yeah,
It takes an add like I mean like it. I haven't.
bonus
Oh,
action to cast.
it's a bonus. No, its casting time is it bonus action?
It's a-
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so-
a bonus action. It counts as a whole other creature. It does damage on its own turn.
If you
but
had
you
your
have to
weapon
choose-
already out, you could use it as your opportunity attack. But unfortunately, I don't think you can cast it as your opportunity attack.
Okay, cool. Then I will oh yeah, I didn't describe
Weapon or
this either. So
slap it.
I will grab my parasol, which by the way, she has a parasol that is also made of like a very light, weird, like elven metal. Like I showed you this sheet, right?
Your character sheet?
Yes.
So you did send it, yes.
Yeah, so she takes out her parasol, which doubles as a shield, and she's going to use it to just attack the guy, like just a solid melee attack the guy that is running past
Just to smack
to
somebody
lock
with an
him up.
umbrella.
Yeah, smack somebody with an umbrella. Sure, why
Kaylee
not?
is grinning ear to ear. Kaylee loves this little girl.
Slay.
What do I? Okay,
This
do I-
grumpy little lady.
That's-
That...
that's my spell attack bonus. So I just do like bludgeoning damage?
I would say yes.
What dice?
Did you
How many
did
dice
you
do I use for
reskin it off of an existing weapon? Like, is it supposed to be a club or?
I dare say it's like a weapon of
warhammer?
opportunity, so I'd say it's like a club.
Yeah, it's
Well, I mean,
it's
if it's
a club.
okay.
Um,
Let's see. What are?
Pretty sure it's a D4
So
for
I'm-
damage. For a club, anyway.
D4 for damage.
I believe so.
I'm like I had almost everything written down on my.
Hold on, I'm pulling up
We're
weapons
getting
here
all the
real quick.
kinks out.
So a simple weapon club is a D4. However, I think
Okay.
in a cleric, what did you say? A cleric of order?
Order cleric. I think I have proficiency in mace. I think I have proficiency. Yeah, I have proficiency in mace.
Yeah, I
Wait, I
think you
have
have-
a mace.
Yeah, you have a mace. I mean, you can reflavor your mace as the umbrella if that's your weapon.
I mean that's because I was planning on using the umbrella more, the parasol first of all, more as a shield than an actual weapon. I'll use my mace. What's my mace attack?
Mace is 1d6, and then if your parasol is your shield, then that's just a +2 to your AC.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pull out my mace and I'm gonna hit this guy, but my mace isn't like a normal mace. It's like a baseball bat covered in like nails and like chains and shit.
Oh boy.
Yes, there you go. That's how we
Japanese
reflavor
Yankee.
things.
That 1d6
Let's go.
you said?
D6 is a mace.
Yep.
D6 as a mace. Okay. I rolled my Guinness Book of World Records die, and it landed on the Guinness Book of World Records thing. So I assume that's a 6.
It's a sign from the gods.
The sign from the gods. I styled Aurelia very much after like early 2000s like Japanese gothic Lolita and like Yankee Rebellion.
Ah.
So
Love that.
yeah, so that's like her big thing, and one of the weapons that they used to use a lot in like the Japanese Yankee Rebellion in the 2000s was like baseball bats
Yeah.
covered in nails.
Pretty sure I saw
Yeah, so
a couple
I
of them when I was in Japan in the Yakuza town that we ended up at.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just pulls out this fucking baseball bat and just like swings it at this guy's knees as he runs
As a
by.
cleric,
like, how dare
you have
I'm right here.
you
have proficiency in martial weapons. Damn.
you absolutely schwack this dude in the knees as he goes by, and it causes him to limp forward to the door as he tries to
Incredible.
shoulder check it, and it took away too much of his speed to actually bust it down, and he is not doing well. In fact, he has the bloodied trait, which for those for those of you tuning in, I prefer using bloodied because that lets people know when they're at half health or below, because otherwise they're just smacking at somebody until until it's over. So that's one thing I will always use from 3.5. At least I think it was from 3.5. Let's see if Captain Giggles can get up. Solid. Oh wait, that's a 15.
Yep.
Yep.
I think you're up. Hang on, let me double check that.
Ugh.
Scroll. What's my save? I think it's 14, so I think you're up. Yeah, you're up.
All right. So this assassin stands up and brushes himself off, and immediately pulls out his short sword, and turns around to attack Aurelia.
You see what I did to your friend? I can do that to you too.
Well, don't worry, it's a miss. He rolled a 6. So he swings wide and recenters himself to just make it look like he was doing some flippy dippy nonsense with his sword.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we all believe you. Aurelia, the floor is now yours.
Cool. Hold on, I'm writing down my mace because I'm stupid and I never did this.
You're not stupid.
The floor is mine. This guy just tried to attack me and he missed. And Aurelia just like looks at him and she's like,
You're not very good at being an attacker, are you?
mocking people is a free action.
Yeah, honestly, I'm tempted to have him take damage from that.
It's like you had one job and you couldn't even do that.
And then I'm gonna cast oh, this is gonna be funny. Why not? It's the beginning of the day. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians and strike the fear of hell into this man's eyes.
Like, you want to know what it's like to be a cultist? I'll show you what it's like to be a cultist.
And I cast Spirit Guardians. It is a level 3 spell. It's a 3rd level spell. Where's my fucking
AoE,
cards?
it's wonderful.
AoE, you call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you when you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage or 3d8 necrotic damage on a successful save. I'm gonna cast this at a 3rd level, and basically I'm gonna save the Florence, and then my other 2 party members, question mark, the people that haven't pissed me off. So
Okay.
this is gonna directly affect the guy that just attacked me and failed, and the guy that just tried to get into the room whose kneecaps I just buckled. So can I describe what happens as I cast Spirit Guardians?
Absolutely. Yeah, send it.
So I cast Spirit Guardians, and you see her say, "You want to know what a real cultist looks like? I'll show you what a real cultist looks like." And the floor around her, like, there's a ring of like yellow and red light, kind of like Doctor Strange-esque, but there's no portal; it's just the circle. And from that light, just a small swarm of like demonic imps from the 9th level of hell come up from the floor and circle her like a bunch of fucking bats in the belfry, and they immediately go to beat the shit out of these 2 guys that are supposed to be cultists but I guess aren't really good at it. So 3d8.
What's the what is there a saving throw for this? You said it's a wisdom, right?
A wisdom saving throw, yes.
And
Where's my
what's the DC?
spell modifier? Where do I find that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's my
Yeah.
spell modifier?
I thought it was. I really thought you were gonna like this spell had
Oh,
a frighten. Say again.
My spell. Well, this spell would have a fright. Well, the thing is like it does like this thing, like if you're good or neutral or if you're evil. And I'm just like, I'm gonna do necrotic damage because that's just like my character is not evil, but it is just like the way that she rolls.
Yeah.
My spell save DC is 16.
Oh boy. Well, let's see if that fucking works. Oh god. Oh. That's a 2 and a 4.
Ooh,
So these guys are buckled up for the pain train.
Choo choo.
Let me grab my d8s. There's that, and then that.
Hang on, let me give them a little for the fucking they're about to get. I absolutely have the Haktua meme on my soundboard. Do not judge me.
Oh my god. I don't remember. All right, so that's a 3, a 2, and an 8. So 13 points of necrotic damage as these demonic imps from hell circle her like she's fucking Dracula or some shit.
Well, One of the cultists falls dead to the ground. The other cultist is batting at these swarms of imps that just damaged him. The one that fell to the ground is dead.
Nice.
Guy had like 3 hit points left. He's really dead.
That's how you profess your worship.
And she like
Kaylee's
flips her hair.
Oh my goodness. Kaylee's smile like wavers with intimidation for like just a moment, but she's
Mean
still
girl
grinning.
energy.
Still grinning.
Aroused is the word.
Absolutely entranced by this little Lolita demon conjurer.
Of course, this tiny porcelain doll surrounded by little imps and demons.
Come get some
So
fuckers.
pretty, but she packs a punch.
Oh, goodness. All right, he's gone.
I wanted to make her a goth kid.
I love it.
I was like, I'm gonna make the most fucking goth, emo, little goth Lolita girl that I'm ever gonna make in my entire life.
Absolutely.
And then
love
I tug on the what's
it. Florence.
You still there?
I think she dropped
Oh.
again.
the floor
Are you there?
There you are.
Sorry.
No worries.
They. I tug on Florence because he's stable and up now, and I'm like, come on this way, and I use my movement to pull him like 30 feet or probably 15 feet because I am small, but he's also a dwarf, so he's also small, so I could probably pull him more than 15 feet
That's
away
fair.
from these guys.
Yeah, I'll say you can move
like-
20 foot. Because
Yeah, and also these guys they also take damage for spirit guardians at the start of all of their turns. If
Oh,
they
boy.
continue to fail the wisdom throws. Spirit guardians
Spirit
is
Guardian,
great.
it
Jesus.
follows you too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It centers around you. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so I have a swarm of imps that if anyone comes near me, they will get the shit beaten out of.
What's the range on that?
I believe it was 15 feet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, distance of 15 feet for the duration.
All right.
So 15 feet
That's
diameter.
that's radius. It
Yeah.
should be radius.
That's radius?
I believe
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
15-foot radius.
So it's
Shit,
big.
alright. It's big.
My oh my.
And then I end my turn.
All right. The cult fanatic that came at you, Kaylee. That's the right one, right? Yeah. Okay. The cult fanatic that came after you turns around and casts inflict wound on you.
Is that a save or do I just hurt?
Make a spell attack against a creature you can reach. So, what is your?
My DC is
yeah.
16.
Well, it's AC. Yeah.
Or AC, yeah.
Oh, it's on AC. Oh, okay.
Well, if you're making a spell attack against a creature, namely me,
Yeah.
then you're rolling to hit. You're adding their spell attack modifier, and you're trying to beat a 16 for me.
That is a 14 plus 3. Yep, that is a hit. That is a 17.
Oof.
Spirit Guardians, aka God's security detail.
Correct. That is 100% correct.
Yeah. All right. Inflict wound. That is 3d10.
Oh boy.
Where's my d10? Where did you go? Hello.
Liquid
you
Wounds
are.
is also a very, very potent.
Oh boy,
cleric
fucking
spell.
starting strong. That is a 1.
Alright,
6 and that is 16 points of damage.
Oof.
so
That's
he is one
rough.
spell.
Alright, 16 points of damage. Okay. It was that a ranged attack spell?
That was him reaching out and hitting you.
All right. I'm going to cuss under my breath. I really didn't want to fucking do this today, and I use my reaction and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh.
So I return to sender 3d10.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
That's a reaction. That's not even a. That's
Yeah.
not even part of their attack. It's just a
Return
reaction.
to sender. My God.
Return to sender 3d10. Ooh, I'm gonna use my black and red die. Yeet.
You should have never let us start at level 5.
So we have 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 4 is 15 points of damage. Return to sender as flames burst from where they hit me and just crawl up their arm.
The fanatic immediately begins waving his arm as the fire spreads across his cloak. He now has the burned stat.
Ooh.
Burned status effect, which means where is it? Disadvantage on concentration checks and 1d6 of damage per. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah, 1d6 of damage. Can put out the flame with a DC of 15. I apologize, I read the wrong one. Hooray! Not for him.
Yeah.
The other cult fanatic begins running towards the door, and he casts Thaumaturgy on the door, causing it to fling open immediately.
Oh fuck! I should have stayed nearby. Wait, if I move
He-
15 feet away,
You're-
and
he-
it's 30,
he's-
he still hits my spirit guardians.
He does. So,
Yeah,
you said that was a wisdom?
wisdom. Yeah.
Hot hands, hot
That is a
hands.
17.
indeed.
Oh, hang on. That is 7. Fuck, wrong button. That is a 17 plus.
I mean, he saves. If it's a 17, he saves.
Oh, okay.
My spell save DC is 16.
Okay, yeah.
I think that still means he takes half damage, though, doesn't it?
I think so.
Does
For,
he take half
say, what does it say on your
damage?
spell
think
list?
that's how-
Creature's speed is halved in the area.
Ah,
Wisdom saving on a failed save, on a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. Yeah, so he takes
Okay.
half damage and his movement is halved.
okay.
So let me roll those again. Move that, and then that, and then that. And an 8, 6, and an 8.
Gee, all right.
So the oh man, I should have
That's-
hold on. That. So that's 11 damage, 22 halved. So one thing about the Wormwood dice, specifically for like the Kickstarter that I did, is they're called Extremist dice,
Uh-huh.
where they especially the ones that I have here, where they, if you want to have like a stronger storytelling or a stronger like reaction, instead of going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 2 1s and 2 8s, and then one of like the second or third highest ones. So the D8s that I have don't have 4s or 5s on them, but it does have 2 1s on it.
Ah,
Yeah, so it's like
Interesting.
they're modified for like stronger like combat reactions and roll reactions. So it lessens the chance of like rolling a 10 essentially on a d20 and getting like a mediocre roll that like it doesn't really do anything. These dice increase the chance of getting a reaction, whether it be good or bad.
interesting.
So either I roll very good or I roll very bad. There is literally no in between.
Huh.
But if that's a bother, I can switch over to my normal dice. I have
If-
a lot of them.
If you could, that way everybody's on a relatively even playing field.
Got it. Done and done.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. The cultist that is just vibing, electrocuted in front of Galdon. What's his role for breaking out of the vibe check, or is it because he got zapped, he's out of it?
He does not get to save.
Okay.
He can go fuck himself.
Okay, well then, Galdon.
There's no
I
save.
love hypnotic pattern.
There is no save to hypnotic pattern.
Nope, you're just beat.
That's
Man, level 5 may have been a
Pretty
mistake.
colors.
Yeah, that's why I'm upset
Something as a
that
level
everybody
5
won.
is a mistake.
Yeah, that's why I'm so bummed that everybody fucking survived. Yeah,
Gal-
it's concentration for like a minute. So
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think
Yeah.
he has a minute left.
no.
Not likely.
can't do anything.
Well, you're up.
Okay. Well, there is what, 2 of them dead now, or just 1 of them?
2 of them.
2 of
Wait,
'em is
John,
dead.
did you roll initiative for Florence after I got him up?
No, he'll be in the next round.
Oh, okay.
Let's go ahead and start using some cantrips and whatnot. So we will. Who's the one that's closest to the private room door?
That would be the cult fanatic, the one that is not on fire.
Okay, we'll go ahead and use lightning lore on him. Bum. I roll to hit, and he must make a strength saving throw or be pulled 5 feet to me.
That is a 15.
Okay, cool. Okay, he succeeds, and I do nothing because I apparently have the lowest stats of everybody here.
Correct.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
All right.
Lightning Lore doesn't do damage in addition to pulling people. I thought you got a
It's
baseline damage.
no, it's a cantrip, so
Oh, true.
it's I don't hit it, or I don't roll to attack. It's
Hmm.
just a strength saving
True,
throw.
true.
If it worked, then he gets pulled, and he takes 2d8.
Oh, okay. Womp womp.
Right. Yep. Just a big old womp womp. I will at least no, I'll hang out and use the incapacitated idiot as a meat shield.
Incredible.
I will lift his limp body up, and just use him as a literal shield.
Love that
Amazing.
for you.
You say he's at 1 hit point, right? The dwarf, because you stabilized him.
I stabilized him. Yeah, he's at 1 hit point.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Back at the top with Kaylee.
All right. At this point, I am going to. What am I going to do? You know what? I think Kaylee is going to sort of like take a quick scan around the room, do a crunch a few numbers, and just shout out, "Okay, I've had enough. You've ruined the show. It's time to leave." And I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 2
Mm-hmm.
and send 4 darts, 1 to each of the remaining cultists. So that's gonna be 3
Or
and
+1.
it just hits. So
Yeah.
we do for the first one. Do you want me to just roll individually for each hit, or do you want me to just roll 1d4 and that's the number that they all get?
Go ahead and roll 1d4. Does the
Oh,
cult assassin take extra damage because he's like bothered by Aurelia's imps? And the cultist who's on the ground, go ahead and give him critical because he's just vibing.
All right. Well, I
Mhm.
rolled a 4.
No.
What do you mean no? All
I
right.
mean,
Max.
for, like attacking.
Oh no! It automatically hits.
Yeah.
And it just did
Yeah,
max
magic
damage.
missile auto hits. Um,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and so
I
it's
forgot
just
it auto
it's
hits. I haven't played
yeah.
D&D in a while.
No
It's
worries.
okay. It's 1d4 of damage, and I rolled a 4. Max damage. Hooray. So, yay.
I think it's 1d4 plus 4, so everybody takes 5 damage.
1d4 plus 1. Yeah.
Mm.
So 5 damage to everybody, and Critteroo for that guy, because
Yeah.
you said Critteroo.
Yeah. All right. Well, the remaining cultists are all have the bloodied stat now. So they are all half health or below. So all the
Yay.
little pawn boys are dead. Now you just have the 2 fanatics and the assassin.
Selena, you're so chatty.
All right. Following Kaylee is the dwarf. The dwarf is going to take out a health potion and heal himself for. If I can grab the triangle die. That is.
I have press on nails right now. I've been struggling.
It'd be
Oh.
like that. All right. And the dwarf is going to kind of just chill. The cult assassin has to roll for wisdom check. That's a fucking 2. So he's still being eaten by
Wow.
imps.
Yeah, let me re-roll that.
Yeah.
I love
6,
Spirit Guardians. What a great spell.
6,
Yeah.
a 1, and an 8. 15 damage.
Well, the cult
How-
assassin
how's he
falls
not
to the
dead?
ground dead.
Okay.
Aurelia.
And she just like looks down at his body and she's like, amateur.
All right, Aurelia, it is your turn. There are 2 cultists left. One in front of the door,
Is
who's being, hit by imp, or no, he's not being attacked by the imps, or he is,
buffeted
but
by
half
imps.
damage. And the other guy is on fire in front of Kaylee.
Oh,
Okay.
the guy was in front of me is dead.
Yeah, he's the one that got critted to death.
Your meat shield is
I-
mute now.
I literally just toss his body to the side.
Incredible.
It weighs nothing to me.
So they tried to cast Sacred Flame earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay, Aurelia is gonna look at the one by the door and she's gonna be like, "You want a show? Here's a show. Maybe
Oh.
next time you try and take over someone's job, you do better at it." And she casts Sacred Flame. And
Oof.
it's 2d8 radiant damage.
Have to succeed on a dex throw.
Yeah, they gotta succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 17.
That saves. Yes, my spell save is 16. I
Nothing
mean, like
happened,
she still
yay.
has the imps around, so she casts Sacred Flame, so it doesn't hit him. But now the imps are on fire.
Yeah. Get fucked.
Sorry.
Don't be.
It's like it didn't work. It didn't work, but I made my imps look cool.
All right. Next on the list is the cultist who's on fire. 1d6 of being on fire.
Actually,
Oh, sorry.
can I make an intimidation? No, can I make an intimidate roll against the guy at the door that has just seen me kill his friend and light my imps on fire?
I believe it'll be at a disadvantage because they have an advantage to against being frightened.
Oh, okay. Then I am good.
All right. D6 of guy on fire. Holy fuck, he's really on fire. He is super on fire, in fact. And a DC 15 to try and put himself out. Solid no.
Oh.
The fanatic who is being attacked by the now flaming imps turns to enter the room. About to say, you roll for damage on him because he has the imps, right?
Yes, I roll for damage 3d8.
Yep.
That is. Oh fuck. I'm rolling my normal dice now. I just got 3 8s.
Oh,
You can hear me rolling them in my dragon.
I
I'm not
can.
cheating, I swear.
I can hear it.
think he
I
did.
rolled 3 8s. This man takes max damage of 24 damage.
Yeah, that fanatic stumbles to the door with 1 hit point, and you hear
Oh
a
no!
you hear a thunderous crack and a billow of smoke fly out of the room as the cultist falls to the ground dead, his head having now been turned into a canoe.
Oh god.
Galdon,
By my imps?
not by the imps, but by
Oh,
something in that room.
okay.
Galdon,
Hey,
it is your turn. There is 1 fanatic left.
one fanatic left. Well, obviously the concentration is done.
You can't miss him. He's on
all I
fire.
can really do. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and make him more on fire. Firebolt.
Me. Hot
Incredible.
hands. Pew pew.
Pardon me while I fucking leave the room and cry. Roll a 1.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh no.
Aldon has done nothing.
It's okay.
Aurelia
That
just
was-
like
that
looks
was-
at
that
you
was the
and just like
character.
shakes her head.
Well, I mean, the whole idea was that all of my spells cause fear, cause some kind of charm, and the intent is that it stops enemies from moving and or interacting.
You have good
All of
charm
the
control.
enemies have advantage against all of that.
I'll be honest, I didn't look at your spells because I didn't want to tailor it. This is genuinely how I wrote it. I'm not a
Yeah.
complete bastard, I
No,
swear.
I get it. I get it. This is what I get for the one time I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do a non-combative character. Let's go.
Oh.
This is what I get. That's funny. It was a 1.
Character with spells that just always attack.
Yeah, exactly. So I do nothing to him, but I will walk over towards the room and act as like a shield for anybody to run in there.
All right. Back at the
I'm
top.
big.
Kaylee, it's your turn.
I would like to. Let's see here. I would like
It's the opposite of
to-
nut.
ba 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 ba.
Alternative, we
Um,
also have for this guy because he's on fire.
Actually, I'm gonna take out because my hands are empty at this point. So I'm going to take out my returning dagger and just
Ooh.
I'm gonna hold it up to the on fire man's neck because he's right in front of me, and I'm going to bare my fangs and say, "Who do you work for?"
Go ahead and give me a. Oh God, would that be persuasion?
Sure.
Yeah.
Intimidation, persuasion.
Well, he's immune to intimidation, so I'll
Well,
allow it.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Can't be immune to it. He can be immune.
Or
to
sorry,
the
he has
frightened
advantage. I
condition.
apologize. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Where's my D20? Hang on. Selena,
Did the cat take it?
can you hang on?
'Cause
I'm being pinned down
intimidation
by a
and
cat.
fear is two different conditions.
Ah.
Two
You
different
gotta
things.
put your cat in like one of those like baby bouncers, but for cats, where it's like a harness, and then you just hang it up on something, and then they can't move.
I'll tell you what, Romeo, that fat chunky boy that I have, he loves the baby bed in the office
Ugh.
Oh my
and the car
God.
seat.
Funny.
Cats
that
will
was
fit
not
in
a great
anything.
rule.
Yeah, my cat's a liquid.
Cats are liquid.
My persuasion is only 12.
Only.
Only 12. All right. So the cultist turns and laughs at you, and in very, very broken common, he says, I work for the tree binders. You will all perish on our lands.
Tree binders, he said?
Yes.
Tree binder, writing that down.
Tree binders, friend. Tree binder cultists. You will all perish on our land. Heard. And Kaylee's going to laugh and say, it doesn't seem that that's the turn of events here, but good story. And I will dive the dagger into his shoulder.
Clickety clackety, roll for attackety.
Yeet. Oh, well, that's not a very good roll. At
He's on
least-
fire. How much health can he possibly have left?
That's fair. Plus 5 is 11 to hit.
Well, you stab him not quite in the shoulder, more in the neck. The blade pierces down, severing arteries and veins as it sinks in, and he falls to the ground, dead.
I'm gonna call out.
Yay.
Hooray, we did it! I'm gonna call out to the private room. It's done! You can come out, you're safe.
Pushing
You're
past,
safe, you say, as there's a fucking swarm of demonic imps right in front of the door.
just sitting there poking the dead body.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Come on, get up. I want to keep playing. Pushing past the pale-skinned Goliath, pale blue-skinned Goliath, out from that room steps 6 people. Most of them in tricorn hats with cutlasses drawn, and one walks out holding a flintlock pistol that he is in the middle of reloading. Well, what exactly was that interruption?
Tree binders? That's what they said. At
Great
least.
question. Bunch of fools who would interrupt the show.
Aurelia
Children.
calls back all of her imps because Spirit Guardian stays up for like a while.
Yeah.
So she calls back all of her imps, and they're all just like sitting at like her feet, and one of them is like on her shoulder, and she's just like petting it. Like they're about the
Aw.
size of like large bats.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, John, I would use one of my healing light features to heal the dwarf.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 2 actually because that was a shit fucking roll. So he heals 6 points.
All right. You can see several of his wounds begin healing up and closing, bearing just small scars where the wounds had been. He's still gripping his side.
Is everybody here hurt but me?
I'm not doing
Like,
too
is-
hot.
Yeah, Galdon has a boo-boo.
Yeah.
Oh, Galdon has a boo boo.
Yeah.
I'm
2
bloody
points of
now.
Not
damage.
much.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast. I have Cure Wounds. I don't have Mass Cure Wound. Well, I've marked out all the ones that I was planning on. Oh, I have Mass Healing Word.
I'll take what I
so
can get.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mass
Callie,
Healing Word.
you took
is-
damage.
Callie took
Oh
a,
yeah, I took
It's
quite
I took
bit.
a good chunk.
Hmm.
I took a
Yeah,
I'm
whopping
gonna-
16.
I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Mass Healing Word. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which is wild. This spell has no effect on undead, so 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability. Where's my d4s?
Callie, take regain 5 hit points.
And everyone else regains 10 hit points.
Thank you. That's very kind. You know, you're
Hmm.
quite the fighter. I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm not pleasantly anything right now.
No,
You don't understand,
understandable. They
Mom.
ruined the show.
It was a great show at that.
Oh, truly,
Yeah,
Dad.
he looks over at the
was
at the
certainly
bar
something.
and checks to make sure that none of the workers were injured or anything like that.
Well, the ones that were are currently grabbing at their wounds that they had that are now healed from the mass healing word that Aurelia just cast. No
It's
major
up to
damage.
6 people, and there's like 3 of us, and then
There was 2 that were.
the dwarf.
Yeah, there was the
Okay, yeah,
dwarf that
that's-
was hurt, and then there was an elf that was stuck in the gut when he was making a break for the door.
Yeah, everyone gets 10.
Yeah. So these people are grabbing at their wounds that were just open and bleeding now, having closed and made a scar on them where the injuries had been. Well,
I'd like.
I appreciate you all's help. You said it was a tree minders? He says, hooking the flintlock onto a cross belt he has on his chest.
The last one told me that we'd all perish on their land.
Yeah,
What have you done to piss them off?
it's not what I've done, it's what the king has done. Yakolek has made it so that that's where the reservations are. I should start over. My name is Belak von Tot. I'm a lot of things, but I'm trying to help the elves establish colonies up there. So I've been setting up commerce. I've been coordinating with the ship captains to get the people up there.
Right, up until Mad Charles got taken.
Yes, Mad Charles. The problem is he's the only one that has a frigate in the fleet. The only one that can really defend us in the event the Royal Navy hits one of our convoys.
So, is that why you've called me here then? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kaylee Rosgloth.
Ah, Kaylee, yes. I've been awaiting your arrival. And who are your friends?
Well,
Not
that's
friends.
a
Not
delight.
friends.
Oh, yes, indeed we are. Who are you, darling? What is your name? All I know is that she's fabulous.
Slay.
And like follow her on the ground like little ducklings.
Aldon
What?
booms up. I don't think you came through, Hanari, unless you were
Oh,
talking.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. I said that she's Aurelia says not friends, and she's like brushing off her dress, and she just starts walking to the door, and all of the imps like start following her on the ground like little ducklings.
That makes
Oh,
much
but
more
you
sense.
must stay and at least share in a drink. It's been such a wonderful battle.
Yes,
I don't
small
drink.
one, come back. Come, small one. You fought amazing. It was wonderful. Plus your little friends there. Quite a show. Quite a show
They called
indeed.
themselves cultists. They were pretenders.
Well, they are the ones who lived on the land before we did, but ever since the elves have been shipped off to the Obsidian Isle, it's been an all-out war between the tree minders and us. And on top of that, we're dealing with a sickness outbreak in the camp.
What kind of sickness?
It's nothing like I've ever seen. Magic can't even cure it. It starts out
Magic?
as just a scab, and then it gets worse and worse until it eats away the arm or the leg or whatever the sickness begins on. It just devours it. We've had to resort to amputation mostly to quell the outbreak.
Goodness. Treacherous time.
Quite a story. Quite a story. It would make amazing tale later on as soon as we can alleviate those pains. I would love to join. As little as I can offer, I'd love to join in the fight and in the what's the word? To alleviate these pains and bring these people to a home that they can continue with and grow in.
Well, we're hoping we can get a peace with the tree minders. We don't want to fight them. We just want to live. I just want the people to live their lives. If they can work with us,
Even
then
better. I'm less of a fighter anyway, so let us. Come, small one. Do not run away just yet.
I wouldn't consider this running away as much as it is going to my next destination, which quite honestly is anywhere but here.
please, from the bottom of my heart, help these people. They're good folks. They just need a new chance at life.
Yeah.
Ugh. I have the character trait move to pity, so this is a pitiful situation. She Aurelia like straightens up, like kind of she's the smallest one here.
Small.
She like straightens up, she like rolls her shoulders back. Yeah, she like rolls her shoulder back as her small army of imps kind of like surround her at her feet, and she looks at them and she says, "What will you do to atone for your crimes in all of this, if I am to assist you?"
My young friend, I have many things to atone for. The beginning things that I can do is try and help these people begin their lives anew. I'm willing to do anything.
Anything you say, and she pulls out a book of calligraphy.
Indeed.
And she pulls out her book of calligraphy and she flips through a couple of pages and she lands on the page that she was like practicing her calligraphy on before, and then there's the blank page right next to it, and like it's the one that Kaylee saw where it's like "Thy sinful hex be undone" on like a bunch of different stuff, and she just holds the book up to him and she's like,
Can you write this for me?
If that means you will assist us in our mission. Yes.
Much appreciated.
and she hands him the book and the quill.
He holds the quill in his hand and pauses just before he begins writing on the page. I will let you know. What I'm about to ask you is very difficult. But I want to be upfront with you about the dangers that lie ahead in the event you take this job. Having spoken with the captains here, we need help retrieving Mad Charles. I'd like to ask you to go to the city of Korth and break him out. His crew is already at the bay. They are already packed for the voyage. I'd like you to accompany Captain Anne here. A young woman steps forward. She has very tan skin from many days under the sun. Her hands are calloused from the pull of the rope, and she has a brown tricorn and a long brown cloak. Hooked at her sides are a pair of cutlasses that have been broken in half. That it looks like she wields them as daggers. She also has one pistol in her, tucked into her sash. She tips her hat at you as she steps forward. She'll take command of the ship and inform you about how they're going to break out Mad Charles once they get out to sea. And from there, maybe you can assist us in the camp.
Well, Belloc, my background's no secret to you. I assure you I'll do my best here. Hopefully we can have a little reunion party.
Aurelia takes the book and quill back from him and she just looks it over and she's like,
Yes, adequate. This will do.
And what do you say, my large friend? Might make an interesting story once you finish it.
Make a wonderful story, and with a big hand, he slaps his shoulder with a friendly gesture, and his floating book floats into his hand, spins to a page, and a story already starts to write itself without him having to do anything.
Nothing like a heist.
Well, I should warn you. Once you get on the ship, you'll be on as Captain Anne will be the one to tell you where to go. However, I can also tell you, once you get to the city, you'll have to meet with a man named Clackjaw. He's the one that's going to assist us in breaking out Captain Charles.
I thought it was Mad Charles.
Well, Mad Charles, Captain Charles, same person. I will warn you, he's a bit of a flared temper. So try not to hold it
Aurelia,
against him.
she like sniffs and she walks back over to the table she was sitting at earlier, and she grabs Patricia, and then she just walks right back.
Well,
Wow.
if you need anything, I'll see to it that you're all outfitted for the journey. I will also ensure that you have payment waiting for you at the ship. They'll be leaving tomorrow before first light.
Fabulous. I suppose board here is taken care of already?
Absolutely. We have a couple of rooms for you all to take.
Wondrous. Well, my friends, it seems that fate has entwined us for just a little bit longer. This is lovely. I would love to hear a little bit more about each of you as we wait away the day. It's been so exhausting. What an afternoon.
I'm choosing to retire, and then Aurelia just walks to one of the rooms in the back and opens it and closes it. As the imps dissipate, because it's definitely been 10 minutes by now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the imps dissipate back into the hellhole that they were once summoned from, and Aurelia is like immediately like, This has been loud. This has been uncomfortable. I have had to kill 2 people. I am taking a nap."
What an interesting little one.
Overstimmed.
You have gained the condition overstimulated.
Man. Like if there was an equivalent to like putting on headphones and like playing like chill music, Aurelia, she'd be doing that right now.
Well, I suppose Kaylee will I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a
It's
I'm not
been
a
it's been 2 hours. Why don't we
yes,
take a why don't we
yeah.
break here?
I think break is time.
Yeah, let's have a break and
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We want to reconvene in about 30 or how long you want?
I mean, I can keep going. It's just like
Oh, you cut out. It's just that what?
Like 5-10 minutes or something like that. Give it a
I
minute.
pop back in like 15. Hi, sorry.
Yeah, let's do
I
like
don't like
20.
Okay, I think a lot of this is just that my laptop is an old piece of shit, and that when I switch over to my good computer, things will be better.
Oh, you're good. Sounds good
Okay.
to me.
Yay.
See you
And
soon, fam.